Seller concessions are financial incentives offered by sellers to buyers, often included in the offer letter. They can reduce buyers' upfront costs, making homes more affordable. Sellers use concessions to attract buyers, especially in a buyer's market. The specifics depend on market conditions, mortgage type, and motivations, and are detailed in the purchase contract.
Seller concessions are a strategic tool in real estate, often used when buyers hold the advantage. They cover various expenses like closing costs, rate buydowns, and prepaids, excluding down payments and mortgage insurance. These concessions can significantly reduce the buyer's upfront costs, making the purchase more affordable and attractive. Seller concessions can also include a home warranty, covering major appliances for a year, offering buyers peace of mind. Sellers might pay for moving expenses or necessary repairs identified during inspections. However, concession limits vary by loan type, often expressed as a percentage of the purchase price or appraised value, whichever is lower. Conventional loans offer varying seller concessions based on down payment size. Buyers with less than 10% down can receive up to 3% in concessions. 10-25% down allows for 6%, and over 25% permits up to 9%. For investment properties, concessions are capped at 2%, regardless of down payment. Seller concessions offer significant benefits. For buyers, they reduce upfront costs, making home buying more affordable by covering closing costs, repairs, and fees. This can lead to a move-in ready home and the ability to afford a more expensive property. For sellers, concessions can expedite sales and attract more buyers, potentially increasing the purchase price. Seller concessions can expedite sales by making properties more attractive to buyers, potentially leading to multiple offers. However, buyers might face higher purchase prices, as sellers may be less flexible on price. This can result in increased borrowing and higher mortgage payments. Negotiating concessions can also be challenging, especially in competitive markets. Requesting seller concessions can make your offer less competitive if another buyer doesn't ask for them. This can lead to delayed closings due to extra documentation. For sellers, offering concessions reduces profit and increases closing costs. Additionally, failing to disclose concessions to the lender can result in fraud risks. As a buyer, leverage your real estate agent's expertise to request seller concessions effectively. Consider market conditions. A slow market may increase your chances. Ensure all negotiations are documented in writing. Be ready to negotiate or walk away if necessary. These strategies can help secure favorable terms without alienating the seller. Negotiating seller concessions requires understanding market conditions and the property's value. Sellers should consider how long the home has been listed and its condition. Be ready for counteroffers and willing to walk away if necessary. Utilize your agent's expertise to reach a fair agreement. Research thoroughly to determine reasonable concession amounts. Compromise can be key in negotiations. Meeting halfway may prevent deal cancellations. Maintain professionalism. Emotions can derail discussions. Seller concessions are often requested in buyer-favorable markets, where sellers might offer them to secure a buyer. However, sellers aren't obligated to pay concessions. It's a negotiable aspect, similar to the purchase price. Buyers may request sellers to cover closing costs, but sellers decide whether to accept. Concessions are paid from sale proceeds at closing, facilitated by the closing agent. They can't be used for down payments or mortgage insurance. Sellers might offer concessions to expedite sales or decline due to financial constraints, like selling at a loss. Seller concessions may have tax implications. Consult a tax professional. Deciding between seller concessions or a lower sale price depends on market conditions and your finances. Less cash on hand? Consider concessions. More cash? A lower sale price could reduce monthly payments and interest. Need more for closing? Lender credits can help, though they may increase your loan and interest rate.